San Francisco, city by the bay, which sits high on a hill above the blue and windy sea, romanticized in the famous Tony Bennett song, where cable cars climb halfway to the stars. We are going to tour this beloved city by drone, by boat, and by bike as we ride along the Embarcadero waterfront along the piers to Fisherman's Wharf and the Golden Gate Bridge. So come with us, and perhaps your heart will be left in the city by the bay. Although we do videos of cities all over the United States, this is a special one for me. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, San Jose. I would take the train with my dad to Giants games at Candlestick Park, which has been replaced by beautiful Oracle Park, where players strive to hit a ball in McCovey Cove, a marina in the bay just beyond the stadium. I would also take the BART to Oakland A's games across the bay. Amazingly, the Oakland Coliseum, built in 1968, still stands there, where both the football Raiders and the Oakland A's play, but not for long. A new stadium in Vegas is being built for the Raiders, where they will move into in 2020. The Golden State Warriors won several championships recently next door in Oracle Arena next door. However, they have moved back to San Francisco. The Transamerica Pyramid once dominated the skyline of San Francisco until just recently, as the new Salesforce Tower takes its claim as the tallest building in architectural height west of Chicago, standing at 1,070 feet. Technically, the Wilshire Grand Center in LA, with its 295-foot spire, makes it the tallest building west of the Mississippi River. Named after St. Francis of Assisi, San Francisco experienced the California Gold Rush of 1849, which brought rapid growth to the city and made it the largest city in California at the time. Today, it is the fourth most populated city of California. The cable cars first operated in 1873. They were a solution of trying to get horses to climb up the steep, wet cobblestone streets of San Francisco. They have turntables at the end of each route where they are manually turned around and head back up the hills. We are going to head on the Embarcadero along the waterfront. We bought this cheap bike from Target, but there are also plenty of places to rent a bike, including this one near Pier 39 near the Ben & Jerry's. We are going to start around the Bay Bridge and head to Fisherman's Wharf. On Pier 40 between Oracle Park and the Bay Bridge, you can rent a kayak or canoe. The piers start with even-numbered piers and work their way down to Pier 1, then begin odd-numbered piers all the way to Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 45. Many of the piers on this side of the Embarcadero are corporate piers. It is the piers around Pier 39 which offers the most things to do. The ferry terminal for a trip across the bay is at the Port of San Francisco building. The cruise terminal at Pier 27. It is Pier 39 that is probably the most popular, all kinds of shops and things to do. We did a whole video on just Pier 39. This little coffee shop on the right, great coffee and pastries, and of course a bubblegum shrimp. In the back there's a merry-go-round. At Pier 39 is the Blue Gold Fleet sightseeing cruises. We will ride the Red and White Fleet next to Pier 45. This was a great hour-long cruise. The staff was very nice. They provide headphones. It is a narrated tour with a little history of San Francisco. As we make our way out to the bay, we pass by the SS Jeremiah O'Brien and historic Pier 45, which has a little museum and an old-fashioned arcade. is also dog-friendly. Just a great cruise out to the Golden Gate Bridge, which is the best way to see this bridge. You can also take a very scenic bike path along the shores of the bay to the Golden Gate Bridge, as well as right over the Golden Gate Bridge. The iconic 1.7-mile Golden Gate Bridge connects San Francisco with Marin County. It took 4 years to build and open in 1937. Its color is international orange, which was chosen to enhance its visibility with the fog coming in over the bay. That color was also chosen to complement the natural surroundings around the bridge. We also did a full video on the red and white fleet. So let's get a bite to eat at Fisherman's Wharf before we head up into downtown and into Chinatown. Oh, and watch out for things lurking behind bushes. San Francisco does have its problems. For much of the middle class, the traffic, social problems, high taxes have caused many to move out of the Bay Area. Some will still choose to work here and do extremely long commutes inland. For others have chosen to leave California and live in other states. Regardless, the city is still beautiful, and it is my hope that one day the Bay Area will return to the same area that I knew as a kid. It was a great place to grow up in. It is still a great tourist destination. Like Tony Bennett, a piece of my heart will always be in San Francisco. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We shoot travel promos across the USA. For licensing and stock footage, contact info@tampaaerialmedia.com. Thank you for watching.